Andre, check this out. How cool is this? Watch what happens when I push this button. Guess what? And guess what car we're standing in front of? This is the only 2025 Toyota 4Runner, and this is the Trailhunter. Exactly. The beefy one. The most overlandy one, and a brand new spec, following in the footsteps, of course, of the Tacoma Trailhunter. And the cool thing is, as long as you've got the key in your pocket, you can just open the window with those two buttons. So let's start at the business end of this vehicle, because obviously people know what the Tacoma looks like, but this is all new. And let's see what the heck they've done on the inside here. So we've got a lot of room. We've got some, look, Andre, we got a compressor.
Yeah, we do. So immediately, well, I noticed that the floor is a little bit raised, yep. Right? Of course, this is a hybrid version. I know that because, look at that, 2400 watt, 220 volt system, and a built-in air compressor, which is also available on the Tacoma Trailhunter.
How sweet is that? And then if you look under here, there's a little cubby with the hoses for the air compressor. So before we continue and actually go on and look at the limited version, who is this video brought to you by?
Yes, it's our friends at 4runner6g.com. Of course, this is a 6th generation vehicle, 40 years of 4Runner, and that forum, 4runner6g.com, is a great place to get with the community, learn new information, share information, and we hang out there all the time.
And they know stuff before even we know it. How yes. Cool is that? Now, we do have a tow rig here. So how much do you think this tows? There's some numbers we don't know yet, so we're guessing.
We do know this.
We do know this.
6,000 pounds.
That's okay.
There's the tire. There's the 7-pin connector, 4-pin connector. Here's your tailpipe. It's still hanging down a little bit lowish, but this does have 33s, like we said, and Old Man Emu. Let's show the shocks.
Yeah, just like the Trailhunter Tacoma, this has Old Man Emu, very beefy shocks, huh?
Yep, there's a piggyback reservoir. It's a solid rear axle, coil sprung, of course, here in the back, and beefy new frame.
You know what I'm wondering about with that tow bar? I'm wondering if it's got a built-in brake controller.
We'll have to check. We'll have to check.
And how about these tires and wheels? These are open country, right? Toyos.
Yeah, Toyos, M&S, Snowflake rated, and let's see, 265/70 R18s.
Pretty beefy.
Yeah, pretty much 33-inch tall tire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a big old tire for, you know, what is gonna be the semi-ultimate 4Runner, because of course the TRD Pro is gonna be the one that sits just a tad above this.
We also have a limited over there. We'll show you.
We'll get to that one in a second. So let's keep moving forward. How about if I sit and see how much room I have?
Yeah, something tells me the front seat is all the way back.
Yeah, it probably is. All right, let me see here. Oh yeah, it's good, Andre. Look, even with the front seat all the way, I've got knee room. I've got.
How about headroom?
Headroom. I mean, it's not enormous, but I have it.
This prototype doesn't have a sunroof, but you can get one.
You can get one, and it's, I think, what, a little bit bigger than the previous generation, a couple inches.
Yeah, so it gained about 2.5 inches in the wheelbase, and the wheelbase is now 112.2, which is the magical Toyota off-road wheelbase of 2850 millimeters, which they've had on the 100 series Land Cruisers, 200 series, 300 series, 250 series. So they love this size of SUV.
Now, of course, this being a Trailhunter, being the overlandy one, you do have a roof rack that is also part of it. And I don't know what the weight on the what the dry weight is on the roof rack, but I'm sure those numbers are coming. And these are prototypes, but we do have a sticker on this one.
Okay, let's see. It's kind of upside down.
Can you read it?
895 pounds of payload, which is typical for SUVs, kind of the size.
Not great for trucks.
Not great for trucks, but for SUV, especially a loaded one with all the features. Let's go over some of the tech, and then we can talk about other trim levels and also powertrains. Yeah,
so there we have 4 auxiliary switches, which is nice.
Yes.
And then, you know, if you're familiar with the Tacoma layout, you'll be very familiar with this, because obviously it's very similar. Can I jump in for a sec?
Yeah.
I want to try it out. Let's see if there's a brake controller. That's what I'm really interested in. Oh, look, there's a brake controller, Andre. Check it out. It's right there.
There it is.
And people are saying, why do you need a brake controller? And I'm like, hey, try towing with that one.
6,000 pounds.
Yeah, yeah. And then look at this. We've got, obviously, 4 low, 4 high, 2 high, so not
a full-time system.
Not an automatic system, so it's going to crab a little bit unless you put it in too high. We got a tow haul mode. We got
that's the backup mode.
We got a front-facing camera. Oh, that's right. To let you back up trailers.
Yeah.
A rear locking diff and a disconnectable sway bar, and then of course your crawl control, your different drive modes. Very similar to the Tacoma. Big beefy dials right there. HVAC controls, and check this out. Not only do you have heated and cooled seats. In this model, you also have a heated steering wheel. Ours has a little tiny screen. This has a big ass screen. But in general, this looks very familiar. Over here, you have a camera, rear view mirror, and of course this button that opens up the rear glass. I wonder if I can start up. Should I start it up?
We have the key.
I have the key. Oh. Oh, we started up.
Yes.
You want to go up and do some vroom vrooms?
Let's go take it somewhere. No, we can't.
I'll do some vroom vrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, take it somewhere.
Hold up.
Communication module activation failed. Please make sure you
hold
are
on,
in
she's
an
talking to
area
me.
with good cellular coverage and try again.
This is a
If you
prototype.
continue to receive
Oh God,
this
she's still
message,
talking to me.
Contact your dealer.
All right, now she's done. Here we go.
Okay. So this is a good time. This is a good time to talk about power numbers, right?
Yeah, let's open up the hood. Let's see what's under there.
So the max in iForce Max means hybrid, and it's the identical power plants from the Tacoma. 2.4 liter turbocharged engine with an electric motor and an 8-speed auto, 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. And of course you can see this airbox on this Trailhunter is a little bit special, unique. And there's the hybrid power components right there in the back. And no engine cover.
And if you're interested in the TRD Pro, we do have another video over at Off-Road, so go to alltfl.com if you want to watch that one. But the TRD and of course this Trailhunter only come in the hybrid, but you can get the Toyota without the hybrid, just like the Tacoma. So 4-cylinder turbo, obviously.
Yeah, and that's 278 horses and 317 pound-feet of torque. By the way, we have a TRD Off-Road Tacoma, the new one, and that's plenty power, actually.
Oh God, yeah, that's plenty powerful. We also have a snorkel.
No, it's not a snorkel.
Oh, sorry, I'm kidding. It's a desert air intake.
It's a raised desert air intake, and it's here on the passenger side. That's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. And what do you think of the design? First of all, I love the color, that kind of hunter green. I've always been a big fan of. And I like the look of the front of this, right? You've got Toyota spelled out big and bold, and then of course you've got these rigid lights that I think are like different colors, right? You can get these.
They can go in yellow. There's like a switch, yellow or white, depending on your conditions. There's a giant skid plate on the bottom, toe points. I mean, they really left no stone unturned. They even drove over a stone just to get all the tech and all the off-road features.
And you know what's crazy? Like this, of course, has Old Man Emu suspension.
Yes.
But if you get the TRD Pro, then you get Fox.
Yes.
Adjustable.
And TRD Off-Road would be Bilstein.
All right.
So there's a lot of choices.
So let's switch to the City Slicker, and now we're looking at the Limited, and I'm curious as to whether this actually has full-time all-wheel drive versus, you know.
We'll find out.
We'll find out in a second. Oh, that's a nice interior, Andre. So we've got
Powered steps.
Powered steps. We got a little bit of a, I'm going to say cappuccino interior.
I like that.
I like that too. You want to look at the little dial to see if there's 4-auto?
It is.
It's 4-auto.
It is full-time.
Which is nice. So,
So 4 high full-time locked, which means 50-50 front to rear split, and low, right there, low full-time as well.
Yeah, this is definitely the bougie one. And I'm such a sucker for this,
this color, this baby blue, or
we just had the
heritage
Ineos,
blue,
right, which was the same color. I'm a sucker for this. Take my money, Toyota. Take it, please.
What it doesn't have is a two-tone roof.
Oh, that's
if they put a white roof on this,
then I would transfer the money tomorrow.
But you know what else has a two-tone roof is a Land Cruiser, the new one.
Oh, then we should talk about that. It's an abundance of riches right now if you're a Toyota fan, because you've got on, of course, the low end. The new, I'm saying low end in terms of pricing. So currently they start about 40,000-ish?
Yeah, 41-ish.
Yeah, so you've got, of course, the new 4Runner, and then where these end, maybe that one, that's kind of where the new Land Cruiser starts. And we'll be doing videos of that as well, so just stay tuned to All TFL. And of course, above that, if you go to Lexus, you've got the GX. And I'm not even talking about the trucks, Andre. So
Yeah.
Let's
of course, Sequoia and the rest.
Let's look at the back. Let's pop the back on this bad boy.
Yeah, this should be really nice and really comfy. I mean, really nice interior. Let me pop it on this side.
Okay, you've got much more street-worthy tires here.
This interior is nice, dude. Let's look at the back seat.
Yeah, it's very
so
classic.
Once again, 40-60 split.
I like this little dark line across there. I also like the JBL sound system, cup holders, of course.
By the way, some components may be pre-production, so don't look at everything with a super magnifying glass.
And speaking of which, we don't know pricing yet.
or fuel efficiency official numbers.
Or when it's going to be...
Oh, look. This has a lower floor.
Yeah, it doesn't have
because it's not a hybrid.
Yeah, it doesn't have that raised floor, so you get a
Yeah.
little more room. There's a tip to the wise: if you want more back space room, get yourself the non-hybrid.
Yeah.
Because there's no battery that lives under there.
And of course, you're missing out on the air compressor, some other components, but you do have 400 watts right here. So not 2,400 watts, but 400 watts. But I think I would choose this one for the space.
I think so too. I think we can also kind of guess at the fuel economy because it's going to be the same powertrain in a Tacoma, and that's getting what, in the low 20s, 23, 24 highway-ish?
Yeah, so the non-hybrid is 24 highway.
Oh, this is already out.
What?
This guy?
No.
Okay, we're guessing.
No, 24 on the Tacoma, 24 highway. On hybrid, it's 25 highway. So this could be similar type numbers as far as highway efficiencies, and the hybrid is better in the city.
Look, the most important thing I think when we're looking at the 4Runner is the old one was almost 15 years old, so it was ancient,
Yeah.
right? A 5-speed. I can't think of any other car in the entire car world in
Right
America
now, right.
that has a 5-speed, right? So yeah, it was like old shoe. It's comfortable,
but they're still
stinks.
selling a lot of them.
Oh, they're
dude.
selling them like crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, let's look under the hood. Let's pop that.
And this, I mean, if this, by the way, is built in Japan.
Yes.
Of course, Tacomas are built in Mexico currently. All the current Tacomas.
Now you guys might be wondering, when are these going to become available?
At the end of this year.
Yeah. The trucks, the TRD Pro. And the Trailhunter any day now. Same thing with the Land Cruiser. Those are coming very soon, but this is a little bit longer.
Yes, and you can see that's the 9 hybrid one, and it's got a little bit of chrome here in the front because it's limited.
Not a big fan of chrome. You also have that big chin spoiler, which we had on one of our test rigs that we removed. Fuel economy, right?
Yeah, it's for fuel economy, but tow points are still there.
That's great.
So you could see that. So really, I mean, from the front door forward, it's a taco.
Yeah, but this is the one I want, Andre. I want this guy. I want the Trailhunter. You know what I want? This. You know how people in the comments always like make stuff that they want that they don't that they can't get.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I want this one without the hybrid system. I know that's sacrilege, but this system is mainly meant to give you more power and more torque, right?
Not super efficiency. Yeah.
Not super efficiency, and our Blueberry Tacoma has plenty of torque. We don't need more. So this would be the one I would get. I'd probably even forego the TRD Pro. I just like the look of this. And I want more payload and I want more room for my big dog. Not to get more room, but
Yeah. No, I'm kind of with you. I love the kind of the look of this one, especially with the air intake.
Yep.
The raised one.
I'm just a sucker for snorkels, Andre. I am. Just call me, stupid, but anytime you put a snorkel on something, I'm all over it. Take my money, Toyota. Yeah, of course, we have yet to drive it. We can take a good guess at it because we've got the, back in the day, of course, the first generation 4Runner was a Tacoma that had a removable back end. The only difference between, of course, this and the competitors, which would be Wrangler and Bronco, is the fact that you don't have a convertible. But I think a lot of Toyota fans don't care about that.
Yeah, I mean, they do care. We know that about the sliding rear glass. We read it on the forum, right? 4runner6g.com. But other than that, let us know what you think, of course. Did you want them to create, a sliding roof? Do you want the doors to come off? I mean, what do you guys want?
Yeah, and visit our friends by clicking on the link below. And guys, thank you for watching. And remember, alltfl.com for more everything off-roady Toyota. We'll see you guys next time. Ciao.
Thank you. Ooh, this is a good angle too.
You like that?
With this color.
I love that color. I'm just a sucker for that. I want it.
So we can't decide.
Oh no.
Nobody will
snorkel
decide.
color, snorkel.
Oh,
Well, can you get that color with the snorkel?
I don't know. The online configurator is not open yet.
Oh.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay.